Salutations, Exile. A few days ago, Grinding Gear Games flew about 50 content creators and journalists to LA to play through Act 1 of Path of Exile 2 on a demo build. That means about 50 videos were released with this one, so if you want to see more gameplay footage, check around. We got to record for 4 hours, so there's a lot of footage. I'm going to narrate the highlights of my experience, then put miscellaneous clips at the end.
Your sentence is to be hanged from the neck until dead. Let your souls feed the first ones, and your bodies feed the land.
We start with one of 3 characters at the beginning of Act 1. I only played the Ranger, for reasons that will become apparent.
After her! Cut her down! Get them!
Immediately, we can choose either the Path of Exile 1 control scheme or WASD movement. I guarantee after trying WASD, you will never go back. It doesn't just feel better, it's mechanically superior, because every class can now attack and cast while moving. Also, you can spin, which is just excellent. I made sure to thoroughly test every new mechanic I encountered, so feel free to ask questions in the comments. I had a great time playing the Ranger the intended way, comboing bow skills to match the situation, but I very quickly found something that was far too fun to use anything else. Some of the crossbows grant a skill called Burst Shot, which is basically just a shotgun.
Prepare, persist, and overcome!
Blessed be the 12 gauge. Dodge rolling does not interrupt the reload animation, so the winning strategy is to dodge roll between each shot, which is much easier with WASD. Not only was the crossbow super fun, I found an exploit with it that let me trivialize every boss fight from here on, which unfortunately I'm not allowed to show you, because showing exploits that are going to be fixed is misrepresentative of the final game. But, as is on brand for me, I didn't just exploit the game mechanics, I also exploited the game interfaces. Path of Exile 2 significantly improves the new player experience by seamlessly integrating tutorials, like pausing the game the first time you reach low life until you press a life flask. One of these is an interface that has a video tutorial for each skill gem, so you have a better idea of which one to choose.
Solar Orb repeatedly unleashes explosions in a small area. Some fire skills can be cast from its location.
I was able to use this interface to data mine gem information, which I am also not allowed to show you. After all this testing, and scrolling through all the dialogue I could find to send to Kitten Cat Noodle, who does lore videos, I was very behind everyone else. But I had no issues catching up. This demo was calibrated for experienced players, so the enemies were far more difficult. One boss in particular, the Executioner, was a menace.
You have been sentenced to death!
Great Wolf take you, bastard!
With a one-shot move that was hard to see. Which they are aware of, don't worry. But, using my forbidden powers, I was able to make it past him, and full clear the next zone. And that was about as far as we were able to get. So now I'm just going to show every clip I got that was remotely interesting. I hope you enjoy, and again, feel free to ask me questions in the comments.
He killed Eamon. Just killed him. I don't know what to do. Clearfell is safe. We have to get out of here. We can talk there.
It seems shadows haunt us.
For what it's worth, my name is Latus. I appreciate the rescue, but... Eamon, everything I know, it's all gone. It isn't worth much, but take this. Perhaps it will aid you against that monster.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, the punishment for all crimes is now... The outside threat grows. I've heard whispers of form changes, of imposters posing as loyal villagers.
The cowardly wolf hides in his lair.
Ice Nova unleashes a ring of ice around your character. It has a high chance to freeze enemies, but deals low damage. Use it if enemies get too close. Flame Wall burns enemies in a line. Any projectiles that pass through the wall will be set on fire and do extra fire damage.